Hello and welcome to The Update. I'm Michelle Stevenson. Well, South Australia has slammed its borders shut to anyone from Greater Melbourne after the city recorded 6 new cases, taking their total to 15. All of them are linked, but it is concerns about the kind of exposure sites which are now emerging that could trigger a snap lockdown. Meantime, all 10 Victorian AFL clubs have been told to place themselves in virtual lockdown for the next 7 days. That's to minimise the risk, while Port Adelaide players and staff are also isolating and getting tested until their tests come back negative. A record 104,000 doses of the COVID vaccine have been administered in the 24 hours to midnight. Federal Health Minister Greg Hunt says that the ramp-up is working well.
Everybody over the age of 50 has access to vaccination in Australia, and we are seeing those numbers increase both in our general practices and through the state system.
But Labor says it isn't enough. The latest outbreak, they say, in Victoria means the federal government must redouble vaccination efforts. The opposition's Mark Butler believes that the coalition has really dropped the ball.
We are so far behind, we can't even see the front of the queue. So Scott Morrison has to get this vaccine rollout back on track, or we're going to continue to see these outbreaks.
A report into the departure of Australia Post boss Christine Holgate has found that she was treated pretty badly. An inquiry has made 25 recommendations, including one which is an apology from the Prime Minister, as well as a board restructure. And US President Joe Biden will meet Russian President Vladimir Putin for the first time in person next month. To sport now, and the NRL says they will make a call on Melbourne's origin by Monday at the latest, but they are still pretty hopeful of going ahead, but just with smaller crowds. In your entertainment news, and the naked intruder who broke into Kendall Jenner's LA home will spend the next 180 days behind bars. The 27-year-old was busted trying to take a dip in the stars pool and knocking on her windows. Now, a new collab could be on the cards. Charlie XCX has reached out to Olivia Rodrigo on Twitter. That was after the driver's license singer revealed that she'd like to work with her. And Halsey and her baby daddy have sparked marriage rumours. The pregnant singer and her boyfriend both stepping out with bands on their left ring fingers. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.